Hello everyone, I'm back again with this quick review for the Xperia Z Ultra, the latest flagship phone in the phablet category, because the new Z1 is the flagship that they're boasting with the best camera. This is the one of the first phablet, in fact, from Sony, which is a 6.44 inch, competing with the Note 3 and HTC One Max. At first, when you look at this phone, it looks pretty huge. It looks like an Nexus 7, close to Nexus 7, because it's 6.5 inch and Nexus 7 is 7 inch. But I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, and I really don't feel that that's big. I can actually carry it very easily with my pant pockets, office pant pockets, and shots. But yeah, of course, it would not fit into your regular jeans pocket. That's a bit of a pain to actually carry around, but otherwise it fits very well in your formal pant pockets easily. And the media consumption or web browsing, or for the matter of ebook reading, it's just a amazing experience on this device. Along with that, if the screen actually is amazing, with the 344 pixel per inch and the tri-luminous display. I think it's just the regular LCD that's been a little bit tweaked with the gamma control and the contrast, but even otherwise, the problems that people have with the Xperia Z, the viewing angles, everything has been fixed on this phone. So let's quickly go through a couple of tests and then review the handset. I'm just going to quickly turn on the display. So at the moment, if you see the screen, it's tad bright. That's because the brightness is absolutely zero. So if you actually use this phone in the night, or rather with zero brightness, you still can use it. There's no problem. If you see with this, I'm gonna show you. This is actually zero brightness. I'm just gonna show you how the brightness is at the moment. I'm gonna go to display, brightness. So if you see brightness, it's zero. Just gonna make it full brightness, and it's very bright. It's very bright. Let me probably try to bring up an image. So many images. Okay, let me bring up this image. So if you see, it's very bright, very vivid, and especially let's probably pull out another image. I'm just going to show you how the actual viewing angles are on this phone. The colorful image. Okay, let's bring this up. So if you see this image head on, it looks quite colorful, and even if I bend it the other way, it still doesn't lose any brightness or any contrast. The previous Xperia had the problem of actually it becoming a very washed out. So if you see now, I'm gonna keep it on flat, it still, there's no washout. See this way, still no washout. See this way, no washout. So this way, no washout. Check this way, no washout. That's really good. So Sony can actually fix that problem with this tri-luminous display on this phone. And let me quickly bring down the brightness a little bit for the camera. Okay. So the new UI that it's using here is if you go to the main menu, you get a slide. You get on the left hand side, you get a pop-up kind of thing where you can actually go to Sony Select. That's the Sony App Store, the Play Store, and you can manage your install apps, your most used apps, sorry, and you can put the apps in your own order, and then you can uninstall and search for apps as well. Sony's also done the same thing with the Xperia Z. It has the small apps where you have you can use multitasking. So let's say we're actually browsing. Let's say I'm on a web browser and I want to pull up something quickly to calculate how much is this going to cost me this. So I can just pull up quickly and just say 12 and 10 into 5 is equal to 50, and then I can just do things. So it's quite easy to manage. In fact, you can convert your own widgets into actually these things. So let's say small app. So I have shall I pick? Okay, I'm gonna pick this email widget that I have here, or maybe let me pick up this. Let me pick up the. Let me pick the BBC News. I'm gonna want. So what you can do is you can convert this into your small apps. Just click on. I think it's. You can add your widgets. So I'm just gonna select the BBC large. Just gonna select this and then click on OK. So now when I do let's say I'm on actually in Play Store, and then I quickly want to see a video, a news, what's going on. All you need to do is just go to small apps and then click your BBC widget. It comes up like the small window. This is very handy, especially when you have such a large screen. Having such multitasking really helps. With respect to the display resolution, 344 pixel, yeah, close to you cannot actually, the naked eye cannot see the pixels actually yourself, so I'm just going to bring it a little closer if you want to try seeing. You really can't see anything as in the pixels, because it's 344, it's a bit difficult. Maybe somewhere around 260 to 300 you can actually see. The media apps the same. You have the Walkman, you have the album, the movies app, and then the Sony Select or the PlayStation mobile. This is the reader apps. Like I said before, you can actually do reading on this, and it's very much fun. Let's quickly open up, probably let's say T3 magazine, and it's just like a breeze. You're reading books on this. It's amazing. The clarity of the text is really crisp, and you can read very easily on this phone. Okay, so that's the reader app, and Sony has still used their own theming options that you can set different themes for your phone. Let's say you want to set the whole orange theme, so you can actually set the orange, and then your screensaver as well changes, so it's all matching the same orange. That's a good way to, and it's actually the UI looks pretty much like the stock UI, with very minimal skinning. So this is the UI of the Xperia Z Ultra. The good thing about the battery is 3050, I believe, and very surprisingly, the battery usage on this device is amazing. You can easily go through a days of work with this, with almost a screen time close to about 6 hours a day. You can easily achieve a full day's charge. The device gives you pretty much the power that you need. That's just probably because of the Snapdragon 800, which comes in very power efficient compared to the S4 Pro or the Snapdragon 600. Camera is pretty much decent, especially considering this is a phablet. Although Note has a good shooting sensor at the back. That's again made by Sony, but still, that's got a flash. So this lacks a flash. It just lacks a flash at the back, although it's just 30 megapixel. But yeah, the device feels a bit big in the hand, but still you could do pretty much your one-hand operation. A bit of a circus, but yeah, you can still do the one-hand operation. Let's quickly see the camera test. By the way, this runs Android 4.2.2, so there's a planned upgrade for 4.3 that we're still not sure, but Sony has promised 4.3 upgrade. So here we have a Sony box itself, the Z Ultra. Let's try to do a camera testing for this. Okay, it says yes. Okay, I don't want to use GPS. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So when you're actually using this, you have the auto mode, which detects the scene by default. Let's say actually pick. This is a very low light actually at the moment, so I'm just gonna snap this. Okay, there's one photo. So the photo looks pretty decent. Let's zoom in, and it's pretty much actually grained. The moment you zoom it, actually you have a lot of grain, as you can see. But in general, the camera is decent. I wouldn't say amazing. It's probably the same as you find on the Xperia Z. Probably there might be some upgrades to the camera firmware, and then we might get a better camera. But at the moment, it's decent. It's not like a regular smartphone camera that you can see on the other phones, like the Samsung or the LG or the HTC One. So that's a bit of a letdown for this huge phone. But I would expect someone using this phone would not actually use this for their camera or imaging. It's Sony again. Coming back to software, loads quite a few phones, bloatware I would say, but still pretty neat apps like the Sony Select or the Vice Pilot, and then Office Suite, Reader, Social Life. Social Life is actually quite interesting. When you actually start using it, you're gonna like it, because especially get the Facebook feed. It's pretty neat when you have everything in one place. So that's a nice application to use. So that's a quick review of the Xperia Z Ultra. Another thing is, this device actually does not get hot at the back like the Xperia Z used to, and it stays most of the time, 95% of the time, cool at the back. And thinking about the device, looking at it, it's so slim. It's so slim, just 6.1, I think 6.1 mm. Very thin, amazing device. Fully glass. Yes, you can see it's a huge fingerprint magnet, but the device is just amazing. People who are looking out for a phablet, who already have a phone but looking for a media consumption, or more like an e-reader, or to use it as a media device basically, for notes taking or something, this device is pretty much good. Another thing that I would like to take show you like the quick hands-on is the Notes app. Let me just quickly do that for you as well. I'm just gonna use a generic stylus here that I have. That's another thing, it's actually boasting that you can use pretty much anything on this device. So let's try. Gonna open up not the camera. Let me open up the Sketch app. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna add a new sketch, so you can actually do writing. The only thing, the recognition is pretty neat, but the only thing is it doesn't do a palm reject. So if you place your palm by accident, it picks that up as an input as well. So that's a bit of a problem. So otherwise, the input from the stylus is pretty neat. I can use my own finger. I can use, let's say, an ID card. No, it doesn't recognize that. Strange. Let me try picking up something else. Maybe an earphone plug. That works pretty neat. Try something else. I'm gonna use a micro USB plug. That works as well. I'll try with a small brush. No, that doesn't work. Maybe the edge of the brush. Oops. No, it doesn't work. So it's basically that there's certain devices only that work. Looks like something like a flat surface it actually works on the phone. But yeah, that's a quick review of the Xperia Z Ultra. Please click thumbs up if you like this video, and any comments, please leave down comments so I can add that in my next video. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video and you want to see more. Thanks, and have a wonderful day. Bye.